Good morning, guys, and well, actually it should be afternoon, but welcome back to another video here. Today we are in Poland. It's my first time ever in Poland and it's absolutely exciting. This is the first time I'm ever in this country and we're only going to be here for actually like 2 days, but we've just got into the city. We're currently in the city of Krakow, which is in the southern part of the country, and it is beautiful. This city is stunning, but today we're gonna go for sort of like a food tour instead of just to look around the city. I'm not sure what food there is here in Poland. I don't know what Polish street food looks like, but we're gonna go ahead, see what we can get, and try it all out in this video. So let's go ahead, get started, and start eating our way through Krakow, Poland. First stop of the day, I have to be a little bit quiet because we're in the middle of like this little cafeteria style place, or at a place known as Bar Mlenci. I don't know how to really pronounce it, that's my guess at least. But this is a place serving up traditional Polish food, and it's really traditional. I mean, I think I am the only foreigner in this entire room, and it's because of that, it's like, wow, it's quite a unique experience. But we've gotten something really traditional that's supposed to be really local here in Poland. This is literally a piece of beef. So beef here in Polish is Wolowa. I think that's how you pronounce it, I'm not really sure. But it's covered in this sauce and it looks so amazing. Before we begin, I need to get this drink. Now this is a drink called kompot. It's a traditional drink here in Eastern Europe. And according to some locals here, it's really good for the throat. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and try this drink out. Oh, that is a really good berry, sort of like sweet juice. It's kind of like Ribena, if you've ever had Ribena, like a sweet grape juice, something like that. Really delicious. But I think it's time for us to get onto the meat. And it comes with a lot of things. So it has cabbage, it's got the meat itself, and it's got some boiled potatoes on the side. I think what we're going to do is, I'm first going to go ahead and get a piece of that meat, which, wow, it's so tender. It is really cooked down, and this white sauce, I don't know what's in this white sauce, but it looks absolutely incredible. So let's go ahead and try this out. I've had a lot of pieces of beef in my life, but that might just be one of the most tender pieces. It completely melts. You don't even need to chew in it. The sauce, it's so unique. It's got like a dill flavor. It's got a very creamy flavor. And on top of that, you've got like a horseradish. So it's like a little bit spicy, almost like a little bit like Japanese wasabi almost. It is insane how crazy this is. Okay, let's go ahead and try the lettuce. I just want to try the lettuce out. Really mushy, really soft, until it almost loses the taste of cabbage itself. But I think if you mix it in with that sauce, that gives it a little bit more flavor. Let's try this out. Oh yeah, that sauce brings everything together. That little white color sauce, you know, it's horseradish. It's absolutely delicious. And of course, for some of the potatoes, which are so soft, they're absolutely soft. Let's go ahead and try out the potatoes. Not much seasoning on the potatoes, but if you dip it in the sauce, it's good. And that sauce brings the whole thing together. But really, the beef is amazing. The beef is so soft. It is incredibly soft. I mean, that just melts in your mouth because of how soft that beef is. And I said, the sauce brings it all together. It unites all the different elements of the dish. If you have sauce, you have flavor. But yeah, this is great. I mean, for 25 zloty, a great substantial meal. And the university is actually right here, so a lot of students come here and eat because it's cheap and it's delicious. And I have to say, really good food, really good meal. I'm gonna finish this up and then let's go see what else we can eat. Alright, next stop of the day, we went to a place known as Dobra Paczkania, and they're famous for donuts. And trust me, Polish donuts are different. They are massive. They're like this. I mean, look at that compared to the size of my face. It is incredibly massive. Now, I got one with a chocolate inside and it looks really good. You can see it's totally glazed over and it looks massive. So we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and take a deep bite. This looks amazing. That right there has got to be one of the best donuts I've ever had. It's so fluffy and airy on the inside. The glaze on the outside, nice, soft, and the thing is, it's almost like a cracker, like a sugar layer cracker on the outside of the donut. Sure, it gets your hands all sticky, and I think the pigeons, you can see the pigeons are all waiting for this donut. They know how good this donut is, but it is absolutely incredible. It's just so bouncy and soft. And the other thing is, I still haven't even reached the chocolate part yet. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to take another bite so that I get to the chocolate part. All right, here we go. Because what's on the inside does not look like chocolate. It's yellow in color. It looks like, I have no idea what it looks like. It looks like egg yolk, something like that. There is a little bit of chocolate on the top of it, but it tastes like chocolate. So it tastes like chocolate, doesn't look like chocolate. I'm very confused right now, but it's good. It's so incredibly good. The chocolate on the inside, it's velvety, it's luscious, it's rich, it tastes like a nice, delicious chocolate on the inside. And like I said, that glaze, it just crumbles. You can see it's like turning into like a bunch of like different little like biscuits. Like if you had a biscuit and you ripped it up, that's what that sugar glaze is looking like. But it's incredible that these Polish donuts are so unique. And this, by the way, only 7 zloty. That is incredible. That is really delicious. Oh my god, that is really good. When you're here in Poland, in Krakow, you've got to go to that place. It's like a little street side stall, a hole in the wall, literally a hole in the wall, and you've got to get the donuts. They also have a bunch of other donuts, but definitely the chocolate one, highly recommend. I think after that insanely heavy jam donut, well not jam, but chocolate donut, and that big portion of potatoes and meat and cabbage, I'm pretty stuffed. So I think we're just gonna walk around the city for a bit, and I think I'm gonna see you guys after the sun sets when we're ready for food. So here are some shots of Krakow, and I'll see you guys when we go for dinner. Alright, I know I said we would be eating after sunset, but I'm a little bit hungry, so let's go get something to eat. I think I found a place. Let's go see what's inside. Next stop for the day, we've come to a place known as Bar Mleczny. We are in the old town here in Krakow, and of course, when you're here in Poland, there's one thing that you have to try that they're absolutely famous for, and that's their pierogi. And if you look here, it looks amazing. Now they come in portions of 10, but I think once you bite one and you start getting your way through, I think it just goes a lot easier. So I'm really excited. These smell amazing. Like, I cannot describe to you how amazing these dumplings smell. I've got ones with meat, but you can tell on top they've got like little pieces of onion that are right there. But let's go ahead and dig in with the first one. Now that is very interesting. In a lot of ways, it's quite similar to a Chinese dumpling in terms of the flavor of the meat, the flavor of the dough, but in other ways it's not the same. The texture, definitely different. The texture of the dough is different. It's a little bit thicker, it's a little bit starchier. It's not like a typical rice flour. The flavor profiles are also a little bit different. It seems like they put a little bit different types of seasonings in there. But overall, nice and delicious. I will say the dough layer is a little bit thick, so that's not what I'm like a huge fan of, but the meat inside, it's delicious, it's savory. And it sort of has this like oil on the bottom, and that is a meat oil. It's a very meaty tasting oil, very strong umami flavor. I absolutely love it. The onions, the fried onions are really delicious. Now, the pierogi themselves cost 20 zloty, but there's one thing we've got to try, which is apple pie. Now, if you know anything about Poland, they've got a lot of apples, and apple pie is supposed to be one of the best things they have here in Poland. So obviously, I'm gonna go in. Oh, this thing looks amazing. I'm gonna go ahead and give this a try. Oh, that might be some of the best apple pie I've ever had in my life. The cake itself, it's not a cake, it's like a biscuit. It's crumbly. It just crumbles when you dig your fork inside the apple. It's not like a sweet over caramelized apple, but it's a sticky, very thick, like apple puree, like almost apple sauce, almost in the middle. It's not overly sweet, even though there's powdered sugar on it. American apple pies are way sweeter than what's here. And I just love the dough. I love how crumbly that is. The apple pie itself is 7 zloty. So together this is 27 zloty, but really, really delicious. Highly recommend. I mean, the pierogi, absolutely amazing. I mean, that's what Poland is saying. So that's what you've got to come and try when you're here in Krakow. And the apple pie, I mean, that I think says it all. It's absolutely delicious. Okay, I'm gonna finish this up, and then I think the next time we're gonna eat is probably gonna be after sunset. Well, there may still be a little bit of light, but I guarantee you the sun has basically set here in Krakow, which means that it's time for us to go find some food, and I think I know exactly where to go for some perfectly delicious street food here in Krakow. So let's go ahead and get some food.
Można iść tam, jak jest kiosk ruchu, tam będzie miało dziecko wysokość odpowiednią.
Alright, next stop for today for dinner. We've come to a place, it's not even a stall, it's just a little van that's just parked right there, and there's these 2 guys that are just selling sausages. But this is Kielbasa, which is like a traditional Polish sausage, and you can see he's barbecuing them right there. And the flames are hot, like as you're waiting in line, you feel how powerful, how strong those flames are. And it's just, you get this massive sausage with a bun, and it looks amazing. This is a traditional Polish sausage, and the crazy thing is it's 15 zloty, which is like, you know, less than $3 for this entire thing. It's great. And I don't know if you can see behind me, but the line for this place is all those people behind me. It is crazy long. And when you see so many locals lining up for something, it's usually a pretty good sign. So I'm gonna go ahead, and I just need to go ahead and try the sausage out. It looks great. It also comes with a big dollop of sort of mustard that he just puts there. And you know what, I'm not even going to be civil, I'm not even going to use the fork and knife. I'm just using my hands, and I'm just going to give this a bite. Let's try this out. Oh. I don't think I've ever tasted a sausage that juicy before in my life. It's so crispy, like it's crispified, it's almost carbon on the outside because it's so crispy. And then on the inside, that meat, it's just so juicy when you bite in. That umami flavor just explodes into your mouth. The mustard actually is, you know, very, very flavorful. I think I dipped a little bit too much earlier. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna get the bread, which they come on the side. And it's just like sort of like swirly bread. It's almost like a cinnamon roll without the cinnamon. I'm gonna get the bread. I'm gonna take up the little piece of sausage, dip it in the mustard, and then sort of like a little mini hot dog with just one little piece of it. Let's try this out. Forget about New York hot dogs, Chicago hot dogs, forget about American hot dogs. This is where it's at. I know people have very different styles of eating. I know some people like to like split the bread up into little pieces and then get it with the sausage. I know other people who just like put the entire sausage in and just eat it like a big giant hot dog bun almost. Obviously when you come here, do as you wish, but I prefer the style where you just take little bits of bread and sort of go in and take little slices of the sausage because it's really, really delicious, and the flavors really punch through when you sort of individually piece it down. But this line, it is insane. People just drive their cars in, they park it, they wait in line, once they get the food, they just eat it on the trunk of their car, which is incredible. I've never seen anything like this before. And it's in a really quiet part of Krakow. You can see there's like a market behind there. It's really, really historic. But other than that, it's just an old little van just selling sausages every single night. It's incredible how well done these sausages are. It's literally, I think, the best sausage. Hands down, the best sausage I've ever had in my life. Absolutely delicious. Now, that just might be one of the best bites of food I've ever had in the world. That sausage, the way he roasts them, the way it's like just cooking on that fire and dripping with fat off of it. Whew. it does not get better than that, and it literally does not get better than that. Might just be one of the best things I've ever eaten. But I do think I do have space for one more dessert, so let's go see if it's open, and I will show you guys what a traditional Polish dessert looks like. Thank you. Final thing of the day, we've come to a place known as the Chimney Cafe Bakery to try out chimney cakes. This is something that is traditional to Poland, and you can see that they're like in the US now, but where they originally were from was from Eastern Europe and Poland. So I knew before I left Krakow, I've got to try one of these chimney cakes. Look at this is just beautiful. I got cinnamon. Now they've got some different levels, so you can get like the easy one, like the simple one, which is mine, or you can like stuff it with Nutella or vanilla or Oreos, a whole bunch of different variations and combinations you can add to your chimney cake. But looking at this, it's quite big. I mean, this is the size of my face. This is the chimney cake. It is quite big indeed, but let's go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and give it a bite. It's not that difficult. It's not very complicated. It's just very crispy bread on the outside, coated with cinnamon and sugar. And on the inside, it's just really, really soft and nice. It's hollow inside. So just to clarify, it's a very thin layer of bread and it's hollow in the middle. There's nothing in the middle of it. But it's just really, really good. It's really soft. It also breaks quite easily because you've got like sort of sections of it that are sort of cut off. So you can see like here, the 3 sections on top are sort of breaking from the bottom 2 already. But it is really, really simple. It's not that complicated. It's not overly sweet, which I really like. And the bread, it's just bread. There's nothing much to it. Not gonna say that's my favorite thing, but you know, it's a good little snack to have when you're here in Poland. Anyways, that's all I have for you guys today. I hope you guys have enjoyed this food tour here in Krakow, Poland. Make sure to stay tuned because we've got more videos coming here from Eastern Europe, from Poland, and I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. The food here has been absolutely amazing, and I'm definitely going to be filming more in this beautiful city of Krakow, so stay tuned, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye guys.